a lot of your goals where you beat goalies, you're almost like parallel with your skates and you shoot. It's kind of like a chip. You don't see many guys use that. Like Crosby's the only guy I can think of. What is it about that release that you prefer to maybe like that curl and drag that a lot of guys use?
I just think it kind of catches the goalie off guard. I don't have like the hardest shot in the world, so kind of, figure out a different way to try to beat them. Just more accuracy than anything else.
Is that something you developed recently? Forgive me for not knowing your goal scoring prior to last season, but is that something that you just started developing, or did you had that your whole career?
No, I think I watched Stanton Heinen do it at University of Denver, and I thought he had a really good shot, so I kind of started practicing it back then. And then, just kind of grew from there.
This is a team, Trev, that wins a ton of games, 6-5. If you look at that win over Vegas, what does it say about this team to go into that building and win that way specifically?
Hopefully that we can win in a lot of different ways, some resiliency, but obviously we don't want to be letting up that many goals and letting teams back in it, but they're a good team. You got to give them credit.
The way that you guys have played this year, the record against playoff teams is a lot better than it has been in years past. Is that encouraging for you at this time of the year specifically to be playing better against those kind of teams?
Yeah, for sure. You want to feel like you can go into any game confident, and that's a good record for us.
When you're in a game like that, do you ever get a chance to sit on the bench and go, this is must be pretty exciting? Or is it,
Not really. I think because we were leading the whole game, I think it was more just like how do we keep letting them back into it, that kind of thing. But no, I mean that's an exciting game, and it's good to mix a couple of those in throughout the season.
What did you see on that goal the other night where you could, make that move and then cut through the circle?
I don't know. I just saw the forward coming out at me, and then kind of just pulled it to the middle and had a step, and then pretty simple, just try to put it on net. That's pretty much it.
Other back of that move, a lot of your offense is generated by making those plays where you kind of bait a defender into you and then escape one way or the other real quick. How do you develop that? Obviously, the skating part of it is obvious, but like the timing on that, I imagine if you go too early, you probably run into skates. If you go too late, they seal you off. How do you practice the timing on those moves?
I think it's just, like you said, just doing it a lot in games and stuff. It's kind of hard for me to practice that stuff in practice. And the way the defense was, like Phil was at the point, like they had a lot of confusion on defense, so it kind of let us have a little bit more room. They're not in their normal structure. That always helps.
You do it a lot when you feel guys on your back. Is that just like when they make contact, you can make a spin, or do you just kind of, is that another thing you just kind of develop it as you do it?
I think it's more like almost kind of try to like lull them to sleep a little bit, like feel when they kind of feel like they have you, and then go there.
Initial impressions of Andrei Kuzmenko and kind of what he's brought to your group over these first couple games?
Super skilled player, can shoot it really well, and I think he's been a good mix for Kopi and Juice and in the power play. Just adds a lot of skill to our group.
He's not in your unit, but to see a guy who's so comfortable down low and kind of making plays, that just offer a different, something different for the group there?
Absolutely. It's a penalty killer. When they start making those low plays, you have to respect them. It just changes the whole dynamic of the penalty kill. You can't just, worry about the one-timers up the top and stuff. You have to really have your head in a swivel everywhere.